Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome back to another 3D Hangouts. My name is Noah Ruiz. I'm a designer here at Adafruit. Joining me every week is my brother Pedro. Hello.
Good morning, everybody. Pedro Scrape Tech here at Adafruit, and every week we're here to share 3D printed projects featuring electronics from Adafruit.
Yep, that's right. This is where we combine 3D printing and DIY electronics to make inspirational projects. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. This is episode 515. We're hanging out in all the usual channels. We're streaming on all the major networks. That's Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, and X. But also, we're on the Adafruit Discord server. So if you'd like to join us during the live show with questions, comments, GIFs, memes, please post them up on the live broadcast chat channel on the Adafruit Discord. The URL for that, if you want to get an invite, it's discord.gg/Adafruit. And we're hanging out there. But also, we can bring in chats from all of the usual places mentioned earlier. We can bring in chats on the show. All right. We have a super fun, very glowy, light up show today. Sorry, I'm just getting all my tabs together here. Speaking of which, let's start off with what freebies we have on adafruit.com/free. We'll get these out the way. If you order something at Adafruit and it ends up being $99 or more, you're going to get a free PCB coaster with the golden Adafruit logo. For folks that have an order of $149 or more, they're going to get the PCB coaster plus an Adafruit KB2040. That's that lovely microcontroller featuring the RP2040 chip and lots of GPIO. And at the top tier, folks, if your order is $199 or more, you're going to get the KB2040 for free, a PCB coaster for free, and free UPS ground shipping for continental US only. Adafruit.com/free for all the details. And I just remembered, if you are outside of the United States, scroll on down to the distributors link and you'll see all the different places in the different parts of the world that have Adafruit goodies all listed here. So you could always try to shop local in your region. All the good things. That's adafruit.com/distributors. And we thank everybody for stocking Adafruit stuff. All right. On top of that, if you are ordering, thank you so much. While you're at the checkout, why not use our coupon code? It'll get you 10% off your order. This week's coupon code, today's coupon code, light up, 10% off your order. Works on everything that's in stock. So that's good for the next 24 hours and expires tomorrow. So this is a special code for all the viewers who are tuning in today. Okay, light up. That's the theme. Light up.
Yep, we got 2 light up projects that we're working on.
Yes.
In prototype mode right now. Guess you want to go first? You want me to go first?
No, you got it.
All right, cool. Let's see. Jump over to my camera here. So last week we were showing off making some stained glass Suncatchers using the translucent filament. We're using PLA for this, so we are not having to print so slow using the PETG stuff. And because of the layers being so thin, it's 0.6 millimeters thick, I think it turns out the same. Maybe we can experiment with like using some compounds or something to clear it up even more, but it looks pretty good with the shine going through. Made a version where it has a little hook, and then you could just use a suction cup to put it on a window. But then I got inspired by going to this Greek restaurant that had like a ton of lamps hanging all over. And at first I sent you a link on the thermoplast stuff where they're, because it's like all bubbly shapes. And I was like, oh, it'd be cool to make like a different shape that's not so flat. So we print it flat and then use like a buck, like mold to sort of press it into a different shape. And I didn't want to add more complexity than we were already adding. So I was like, oh, maybe we can have that for, you know, a different version of this project, maybe next year or something, where we seem to do a different version of the same project every year, just like sort of tweak it a bit. And so the difference here is I had it all papered and I wanted to make it like a hanging lamp. So we have it on a little rod here that just curves around. And I really like this version because it gives you all your desk space back. You can actually put things around. It's not like taking up your whole desk area. You can still use it. And you have a light, illuminate things right here. It's kind of bright here. I have like a bunch of lights going on.
It's I'm sure it looks really good in low light. It looks good now. It's just it's competing with very bright lights, including the sun, which is right behind you. Yeah, no, it looks really good though.
It is using the 5 colors. So I'm using the AMS on the bamboo and then manually feeding in the black, since I'm using both of the bamboos to print multicolor stuff like for the time lapses, and then just using it up as that. And then, like as you mentioned, we both don't have any more room to actually stick the other AMS. So
yeah, so you have 2 AMSs, you have 2 bamboo labs, but
no space.
They're in different rooms, and yeah, it's a logistical nightmare if you don't have it set up from the get-go. But that's cool that you can still achieve 5 colors with a little bit of a manual setup. Does the slicer at least, or does the printer at least tell you, hey, it's time to load it?
Does. That's what makes it, a little painless physically. Not so much physical wise, but it does alert you. It tells you, hey, remove the PTF tube, which is pretty easy. Just push down on it, lets you remove it.
I get it.
It tells you, hey, load your external filament, and then it'll go in and ask you to verify that the filament
it walks you through the steps. Sure
so it does. It is very helpful. It has a bunch of sensors via the camera, and then the motors. I'm guessing there's like feedback on the servo, so it knows if the filament is extruding, and then the little AI figures out if there's any spaghetti going on. So it is definitely helpful in that. You get alerts on your phone. So while I'm upstairs working on the other printer, it'll let me know, hey, time to change the filament for the next color.
Yep.
So super helpful on that. So the 5 colors are the black, the white, red, green, and blue. So we can illuminate that. Illuminate the awesome artwork from our very own Rusian. It's really cool. The Circuit Playground gang on here.
Yeah. These are the LEDs in the Circuit Playground character lineup. We got Billy, the blue, Ruby, the red, and I think Gus, the green.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's so thematic to have the LED characters be a part of an LED project. Of course, why not?
How funny that ever occurred to me.
It's right there. I mean,
how funny.
Super cool. So, all right, beyond the artistical thing and utilizing 5 different colors on the bamboo AMS, you did a lot of fun experiments with Claude Code AI for the Circuit Playground Bluefruit, right?
Yeah. So I'm using Opus 4.6. That was just released. So right out of the gate, I used it for sort of combining a bunch of the different projects from when the CPX, the Playground Express, and the Circuit Playground Bluefruit, when they first came out. We have a page for that dedicated that has like all the code examples, and then various projects throughout the year where they're all like scattered everywhere. So I told Claude, hey, reference the way that this code is set up for these different projects. And I brought them all together. So what we have here is like the audio reaction mode. It was cool to add to that. So any audio detected, it'll do a little light meter on the intensity of the light. That's super cool. I had a tap detect. So you can go through all the different colors and the modes.
That's so cool.
So it has a little rainbow swirl. You can kind of see it there. And then a super cool one that, because there's so many sensors on the Circuit Playground, both the Bluefruit and the non-Bluefruit one. One of the cool ones is a light meter mode. Let me go to that. There you go. So utilizing the built-in light meter sensor that is on the Circuit Playground, when it gets brighter, it'll dim and go into a daylight color. When it gets darker out, it'll get brighter and go more of like an orange-red color to be more helpful to the eyes. And it has a nice slow animation. So if you're like taking it between rooms, or if like turn on or off quickly, it'll like slowly fade into that color. So I was able to tell Claude, hey, have it slow down based on this. the light readings that I was seeing in the REPL, and that was very helpful in setting that up. In addition to all that, being able to tap through it, we also have the Bluefruit app, so it also works with the app if you want to control all those modes and settings, as well as doing the brightness.
Sure, yeah. Cool.
I couldn't figure out a good way to control the brightness analogically, but inside the Bluefruit app, inside the control picker, you can just select the up and down buttons to do the brightness, and then the 1 and 2 goes through the different modes, so all the colors and all that. So the up button, you can see there the brightness, like dim it down, dim it all the way down, and then the left and right go through all the different modes.
Oh,
so you can either have the Bluefruit app, which also works on the watch. So on the watch too, you can just
that's right. I forgot about the
control pad, and then have all those same functions going up there. So even inside the audio reaction mode, you can have it brighter or lower, which I think is cool as like a sort of like an alarm. So if you hear like something happen, you can see, visually see it as well. Maybe like for, I don't know, hard of hearing people or something like that. Accessibility, you could see it that way. I didn't even think about that. So the brightness, you can do it through there.
This is the Bluefruit Connect app on the Apple App Store, or I think we have Android as well, which would be on the Google Play Store, I believe. Nikita is asking on YouTube.
Yes, it is for both Android and iOS. And then if you want to get really specific on your color, you can also
you got
color
that
picker and send it that way as well. So if you want to like match your interior, it should work on the watch as well. What does the UI look like?
I think it has a little different color picker. It's kind of like an RGB slider thing.
I don't know how to get out of.
I think there's an arrow at the top. I haven't used it in a while. Show me the.
Well, I'm just gonna quit. Go back in.
Oh.
It looks like little
on the top left or something.
Here's a color picker. Oh, we have like a palette.
Yeah, there's a palette as well.
Choose between all those. That's super cool. I really like the blue purple one because it makes like if your filament has fluorescence, it'll like
it'll like
glow.
It'll very pop out. We got a comment from Tide saying that I think the Android app, I'm supposing the Bluefruit app, needs some work for and Fummy Guy might be able to fix it up in the latest Android support, so you might have to build it from the GitHub at the moment. Okay, good tip. All right.
Yeah.
It is
getting updated. I know we were requesting if he could take a look at the iOS one as well, since it's been quite a while since it's been updated, but it still works.
It's still working good,
for this.
Good demo for it.
So if you want to get granular on color picking and doing the brightness and dimming, or if you just analogically switch through the modes that way, and that's why I wanted to make sure that Tap Detect was able to switch through those. Since with freaking kids, the remote being lost is such a common theme in the house. Like, seriously, you just had the remote. Where in my case, when I was doing all the testing, it's like, oh no, I got to disconnect the app, reconnect, go on there. So it was always this, back and forth. It's a lot more easier if you can just,
if you just tap it. I might add that to my project. I'm gonna give it a shot because I think.
And as I saw Claude, as I saw Claude coding, I did notice there's like a double tap or a single tap. So maybe you can single tap to like brighten it, or double tap to go into like dim mode. So each tap will decrease it, or I was saying just make it loop. So once it gets to the brightest, it'll just loop back to the dimmest.
Right.
The way that
tapping.
A couple of my lamps here do that exact behavior where you tap and it goes all the way bright, and then when it gets to the brightness, it'll go back to the dimmest and then loop back up that way. So that's if it can't do the Tap Detect, but they did a pretty good job in doing a bunch of like code checks, like with the audio reaction. Like when Bluetooth was connected, it was seeing like the the transmission from it would mess with the audio microphone, PDM mic.
Oh, yeah.
So it knows like if it's the Bluetooth button, do a different gain for that than if you're going through the tap. So you're able to specify in Claude how to react with a different like environment or input based on if it's physical or if it's the Bluetooth app. So that was super helpful.
Nice.
And I did that with all of the stuff with
Yeah.
the light meter, with the way that the tap is, like the sensitivity to it. So there's all these codes and checks that I had Claude go through and verify that it's super solid.
Yeah.
And,
Well, it depends. You too. You're thinking more methodically about like, okay, what's an edge case? When do these features clash with each other, and how do I?
yeah, I mean, it's just testing. It's just using it. I would notice it come up, and I could quickly be like, "Oh, I'm seeing this behavior. If this happens, check for this." And then the icing on top really was last week. Lamar was telling JP that she had some training data for Claude, so it knows exactly how to format all the code so that it passes CI on our GitHub. So I was able to tell it, hey, check out this training. Look at the way that the Adafruit repo requires the code, like the strict rules that it requires for it to pass the linting on our GitHub. And it was able to look at that, clear up the code, and then I was able to do my very first GitHub commit.
That's a big
code. So I was like, wow. I could not believe that.
You get a skill badge like for doing the first PR to the Learn repo.
That was not on my 2026 bingo card.
Yeah.
Doing a GitHub commit with code that passed. It didn't pass the first time, which gave you the opportunity to go in there and do like the Bluetooth fixing, the audio reaction. But on the second go, it went 10 out of 10 for the score. I don't know the relevances for that, but it passed and got the notification, and she merged it in. I was like, whoa, it worked.
Yeah, and if you didn't know how it worked, you could hey, how does GitHub actually work? What are you actually doing? And I'm sure
it broke it down. It was like, hey, make sure you have the repo cloned, make sure that you commit to it, and here's where the button is, like on for the UX on the GitHub site. So I was able to follow all that and set up the folders for the repo and clone it.
Yeah. So was your Claude connected to GitHub, or you did everything manually and it just told you what to do?
It manually. So it instructed me how to do it. I don't know how to do that.
I kind of like that you have you still have to push the button yourself. That way it's not blindly like committing something.
No.
You are still doing all the button pushing.
Yeah, I don't know how to
the guidance of Claude to be like, hey, this is how you do it right.
Exactly.
That's super cool. Yeah, Keita is also like, wow, mind blown. Like, yeah.
So
I haven't done that yet. I do manual like PRs and stuff here and there, but no, I haven't had any big things like that yet.
So that I'll be doing all the code that way now, because this is super cool having I told it after it got its training, the GitHub repo that we pointed it to that Tim Foamy Guy did for AI agents. So if anybody is using any AI for helping it code, you can point it to this repo and it'll train the AI agent or any LLM, so it knows exactly what it needs to do to format its code, and it can even do its linting testing on its own to make sure that it passes before you actually try to merge it or to do a pull request. So it already has the code formatted. After it was all done and merged in, I was like, hey, Claude, remember how to do this for the next projects, because this is, from the start, make sure that it's all set up that way.
That's funny. You have to tell your AI, hey, remember this. Otherwise it just forgets.
Add this as a skill to your memory. And it was so cool because it's like, you can see, if you use it, you see all the text of what it's actually doing. And it's so cool that the CEO, remembered, what is the character limit 100, blah, 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 all the checklist of the things that it needs to remember how to do.
Yeah.
And, it was super cool because now, like, with other projects, I can go in there and freaking try to do pull requests on it.
Right. Yeah.
See if it'll
Yeah.
get merged into the
Yeah.
file.
You have
and
another
then
one that you're cooking up that's in the works, the pipe portal
the
frame.
display.
So you'll be
Yeah,
able
we
to
showed it.
revisit that and maybe,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. All right.
So be able to go ahead and start over, because when I did it, it wasn't Opus. It was the other one. I can't remember the name of it.
Either.
Yeah, so I have it make sure that it works in CircuitPython 10 and
Yeah.
have all the libraries in there. And
Yeah.
I want to add the PT request adding like a sensor, so it like tilts to change the picture.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and add in there. So all these things, what do we have? Like, how old Adafruit is, like 17 years worth of code that we can reference and point to and be like, look at the way that this is working, grab things from here. Here's the pens that's working on this board. So you're able to instruct it to have things work and have libraries that it can go back to and look at. And then with the linting, how it should be arranged and formatted.
Yeah.
This is super cool.
Yeah,
Anybody
cool.
can go in there.
You're the perfect person to be trying this out, because like you have little code experience and yeah.
Just knowing like a little bit of how the things operate behind the scenes gives you the full picture of, okay, now I can actually focus on functionality and telling it, and for edge cases, what to do if this happens.
Right.
It's super helpful. And because before I would have to bug you guys and be like, oh no, it's crashing on this thing, or like Liz, or
Liz.
Was it before Phil B or Colin? I don't know. Be like, oh man, I'm gonna bug you guys for
right. And it's hard to explain that. So now you have this immediate feedback.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I can tell Claude in plain English, this is the what I'm seeing, and it's able to figure out, like I can, you can see it type out. I'll name something, what I think is the correct term for it, but it in the text of it, what it's thinking, it names it correctly. So I'm able to know, okay, that's a
better term to use. Yeah.
That's a better term. Exactly. Yeah. So instead of like modes, it was like calling it cycles. So I'm able to better ask it things. For clarity on what the terminology, the correct terminology for a function is.
Yeah, that's super cool, man. All right, I got to try it out, man. I got to add that tab.
Yeah.
Try out the Opus 4.6.
Yeah. It's it when you see it working, it goes back, checks things. So I used all of my session tokens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're on the free account. Yeah. So
yeah. No, it's like $20, I think, whatever the account is. I set it up incorrectly, so I'm not on the Adafruit one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it definitely does a lot, like deep like checks for how the project or the code needs to be set up to run correctly, which used up all the tokens. It resets today at 8 p.m. But you can see it in the code that it's pretty solid, like very solid. Of course, because I kept going back and kept telling it, hey, here's what the behavior I'm seeing. Like one of the other ones was like, oh, after a certain amount of time, the audio reaction code like freaks out and like leaves all the LEDs on. So it was able to go in there and add checks to things like, oh, okay, let's reset it after a certain amount of time, or if it's on the because I have like the touchpad on there as well, like make sure that all of the code is calling different things.
Oh yeah, you don't want to double up on the same function.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So everything is all linked together and
it's optimized. Very nice.
Yeah, it's optimized. Even my thinking behind having all these features and just a lamp was because like anybody could pick this up, the Circuit Playground Bluefruit or Express, and then have all these features on there, because we haven't had a project that has like all of the most of all of the sensor default code in there as one, so they can just grab this and not even make a lamp project, just sort of for kids messing with to test out.
As a
different
way
things.
to explain how sensors work and interactions between them with lights. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of the things
Yeah,
would be
that's the
like,
whole
you could stick this, like for Halloween, you could just stick this into a pumpkin and there you go. You have the audio reaction mode. You can switch through it through the tapping, like probably just hitting the pumpkin on the outside. So
Yep,
this
yep.
is, I wanted it, I saw it as something that could be universal.
Yeah, you could definitely scale this up to a different dev board with more LEDs to make a bigger art installation. Yeah, for sure. Very
So
cool.
that was my thinking behind adding all the features into just a little lamp project, because I saw it as an update to just the board itself, you know, having all of these just combining, because like I was saying before, a lot of these features were like spread out across, you know, like 5 different projects, not pulled together. So I was able to just bring it all into one and have one be as a reference to any other project anybody could imagine for something that just lights up.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then beyond that, the code part, like the design for it. So the way this is all printed in pieces. So we have like the, kind of see it on the other side here. The way that it connects is through threads. So it all fits on the print bed on the bamboo, the 256. It's just like 200 millimeters. So you have room for the little extrusion that it does to calibrate. So you have, can't really see it here, can you? The threading that it threads into, and this prints flat too, so there's no supports on that.
I see the thread on the bottom.
See the thread right here, where that prints out, and then the way that the circuit playground attaches to the top here, this top part, with a diffuser cover on the top, which probably don't need since this is the panel acting as a diffuser, made a bit brighter, but you know it's translucent, so I don't know. I don't think it's taken away any of the brightness from it. It screws onto the top here. You have like these little nut holders to hold on the collet for the wire or the USB connection.
Yeah,
we're just using the using the
it's
M3.
very, very clean the way the wire is like.
Yeah, I noticed that's how the lamps are hooked up. Even like the lamp that we have in the kitchen, the wire's running straight through and it's being hidden with all the chains. The chains, like it's just going through the chains. You can clearly see the wires. It's like, oh, okay, that's how they're able to sort of have it blend in. I was going to print this all in all black, so it would blend in even more, but then the gold looks kind of cool with the black.
Yeah, so I like the gold.
So I kept it for that. Bronze. The USB cable just press fits into the little channel that goes all the way across, all the way down through into the base here. That just comes out, and of course I was scared that the base wouldn't be wide enough to support it, but yeah, it does. It's I forget the diameter. I think it's like 20 millimeters or 200 millimeters. Almost as big as the plate.
Yeah,
and it's nice and light, so it's not heavy. And like I was saying, I like the design because you're able to still use your desk space. The only thing you don't use up is just the pole that brings it up. So you can still use all this without having like your nightstand be taken over. And then the height of this, I think you can adjust, just make this curve inside of Fusion. It's just, just a Bezier curve. So you can adjust the shape. So if you wanted to, I don't know, like a bolt or something.
Yeah, if you wanted to like lift up higher, I guess you could change it.
Or
a little low, but it's not like meant to be a reading light.
Oh crap, you could add an extra one of these poles here to make it even taller. Oh crap. And because of the way the angle is, it shouldn't affect the it shouldn't teeter over, since it still has the same
center of gravity.
The center of gravity, yeah.
Ask Claude, what is that called? The center of gravity. Yeah, very cool.
For the printing, using the concentric printing, so you can't see it on the camera, but in real life, you can see the patterns, the concentric patterns that it creates.
Yeah, it really does
make it look like a stained glass effect. The diffuser.
Did you mention you're using a smooth PEI? Did we mention that?
No. I think we mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
We showed off the difference between the textured and a flat PEI. It comes out way better on a smooth plate. See what else? Oh, ironing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm using ironing, the rectilinear ironing, because I don't know if it's a bug. If you do the concentric pattern for the first layer and then switch or try to use concentric ironing, it doesn't even try to apply it. So I don't know if that's a bug.
Oh, weird. Yeah. They're not compatible, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be a bug.
That's the way to go. Did have to dual extrude the bottom connector here. The panels just pressed it into place.
How you did that. Okay.
Yeah, it was. I tried doing it as separate parts, but because it's so thin, it was flimsy and wouldn't come out. So it's just one part, just dual extruded. I figured if people are going to do this, then you're going to need the dual extruder anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is like a kind of exclusive to dual extruding because well, not dual extruding, you know what I mean, multi-material.
I mean, it could. Yeah, I mean, it could just be a solid color, and same thing with this. It could just be a solid translucent color.
Right. Yeah.
This I am using gray translucent from Polymaker. Okay. So it looks gray and not translucent when there's no light.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like a black LED acrylic.
Exactly. Yeah. So gray translucent doesn't look translucent until the light shines through. I forgot when I picked that up or when I was getting the translucent colors, I noticed they had that and thought I'd try it out, and it works really good. So you can't tell it's translucent until the light shines through it.
Cool. Round of applause.
Kids and the wife are singing.
Singing to the lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only thing left now is the code's already been committed. If you guys want to check it out, use it on any of the Bluefruits. That should work on the Express as well. I think it just doesn't have the Bluetooth radio. I'll have the guide and the video next week. Post all the stuff. The last thing that I did last night was just make this panel as well that Bruce had sent over, just so it doesn't look, I didn't think it looked as cool having, repeating the same panel over and over again. So just have that go out, and I don't know if it's relevant to this. Just the way to set this up inside of Illustrator was a little
bit
since I haven't been in there doing all the clipping masks and trimming the vector artwork.
Love 3MFs, man. It's a great file format. You just open it up in your slicer, and there's all your settings and colors predefined for you. It's very good. Cool.
And then we just bring it into Bamboo Studio, and then just add the individual colors. They're doing the edge detect on the shape.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's definitely a lot of different things how to go.
Yeah.
But I really like the look of it, and we'll launch this next week.
Okay. All right. Very, very cool. I'm also working on a lamp. Mine's a little different, but it's still using a Circuit Playground Express. Not a Bluefruit, but an Express. Let me see if I can change the camera.
Yeah, I was saying the code might work for this.
I'm going to try this out, the tap stuff. All right, so this is the multicolor lamp. It's got a frame that's reminiscent to traditional Japanese shoji, which is a lantern or a lamp that's normally, constructed out of wood. So I thought I'd do the same kind of deal with a woodworking technique called a sliding dovetail joint. They're interlocking, so that's the way the frame is put together. And I was able to fit 5 different multicolor panels. So instead of doing 5 colors, I'm doing just 4 colors. So black, cyan, magenta, and yellow. And I have a couple of different designs. Here's like some plus cubes with a black background, the yellow background for the lightning bolts. And then these are kind of like we talked about last week, doing impossible objects that are kind of like a Penrose triangle here, and then an interlocking cube that's also a hexagon. And I think that's it. In the bottom, that's where the circuit playground lives. It snap fits. Another thing about woodworking, Japanese lamps, they don't use any hardware fasteners. So I wanted to stick with that. So nothing is glued. Everything snap fits. You can kind of see the top cover snap fits. And there are hidden snap fit geometry in the bottom plate. I actually have an extra one here. So you can kind of see how the circuit playground gets snap fitted in. It's got, you know, your usual grabbers that grab on hold of the 45-degree nubs on the bottom of these little frames. So that's the bottom piece. The top has a little cutout for an additional panel. I originally had it blacked out, but I like the idea of having 5 different panels there. Yeah, it looks really good. And it's all using the same colors. Again, black, cyan, magenta, and yellow, which look pretty good.
Yeah, yellow is popping.
Yeah, the yellow pop's really good. I ended up not having to do any concentric patterns. This is all done with translucent PLA from Polymaker. So I'm not really worried about, you know, the most see-through, because it kind of works better if it's actually diffused and not completely see-through or transparent. It's more translucent. So that's that. There is an IR LED on the Circuit Playground Express. So I'm using our little mini remote here. And there's a couple of controls built in. So that's what it looks like when it's turned off. You can do full white, and then you can use the up and down arrows to turn down the brightness. I have it set to 5 different settings. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's full brightness. And then the 1 through 9 buttons changes the different colors if you want to do that. I think the best color is all white, because then you get really all the colors pop out. So that's pretty much it. I do like the idea of being able to tap on it to change. So I do want to do that, because, you know, who wants a remote, right? It just gets lost, and you probably have a bunch of remotes already.
Eventually, yeah, that too.
Yeah. So, yeah. I do have some additional panels here that I printed out.
Nice.
Originally, they were all going to be with a yellow background, but I figured, why not try the different colors to really make them, you know, different panels. So these are all using the same model, just different background colors. So folks can change the colors if they want. I'm really liking the blacked out background. That adds a lot of fun to it. In person, there's like no hot spot. It's like completely even, but for whatever reason, the webcam is picking up some black spots, but it doesn't look like that in real life. And in real life, it's very solid. It's very solid.
So the polarizer. Use the polarizer on it.
I have it
on this camera right here.
Yeah, I'll try that out. I have it tucked away somewhere, but yeah. So
yeah,
that's
like so much. I ordered another polarizer for my other phone.
Oh yeah,
because this one just stays on it.
Yeah. So yeah, Circuit Playground. That's what's in there. I did want to, however, try out where's the box? I have the box somewhere. Yeah. So I got so Bamboo, MakerWorld, they have their own kit. So I got the LED lamp kit, because I see that it's a really nice simple LED that you just plug into a USB power supply, and it has an on-off button, and it has this this threaded cap here that lets you easily panel mount it to a surface. So I thought I'd make an extra bottom. The folks have the LED lamp kit, and it's actually going to show my next thing that I want to show off. So that's that. It's really, really bright. It's only on and off. There's no like brightness control. It's super duper bright. It's like this natural kind of white. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it's pretty natural. You can see here. So that's the LED kit. It's going to be a part of this project, so you can choose whether you want this LED thing. I think it'll be popular if I upload it to MakerWorld, that more folks are going to want to build it, because they probably already have this. So with that, I thought about Lithophanes. Would it be cool if I can add a lithophane? Lithophane is where you take a photograph and you convert it into like this monochrome, and MakerWorld has a generator for doing a full color lithophane. And I thought I'd print one. So this is the full color Lithophane. It's completely white, right? But when you add some light to it, like this lamp here, it becomes clear that there are layers
Wow.
in the color that make it
Cool.
So what it's doing is it's doing the traditional CMYK like printing technique where you combine those primary colors to get full color. So here you can see our skin tone is coming out pretty good. You can even make out my eyes there, and it's such a weird magic trick. Like you can see how it's only about 2.5 millimeters thick.
Wow.
But because it's layering CMYK colors, cyan, magenta, and yellow and white, it's able to create a full spectrum of color, which is pretty neat.
Wow.
The closer it gets, the closer it is to the light source, the more like detailed it is. The further away, the more it gets washed out. So I didn't quite was able to get this in here because it just doesn't. It looks washed out. I really need to have some sort of a different lighting method or a different frame for this kind of thing. So I'm going to separate this into its own project, but it's all just experimenting at this point with the Lithophane generator. But it's a pretty cool effect that you can do. Because here's what the back looks like. You can actually see the colors. It starts with white, and then it starts layering the cyan, the yellow, the magenta to make this full color Lithophane. And then the generator allows you to play around with the size and a couple other things that we'll take a look at. But yeah, I think I have it here.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really neat approach. Like I
don't think I've ever seen
tried it out.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
Yeah, if you go to
the way that it's layered,
MakerWorld.com, and I think it's under Maker Lab, they have a bunch of these generator things, right? And it's under this one right here, Make My Lithophane. So you click on that, and I already have 2 of these. You can create one from blank, create a new project. It's free to do so. I didn't pay for anything. I don't know where these credits came from. Maybe from uploading. I'm not sure. But it didn't seem to charge me anything. So the way it works is it lets you pick from some presets depending on what kind of light you have. They have you could do a black and white one, which is a mono Lithophane with a fixed frame, or a colorful Lithophane with an LED matrix background, or an LED strip. I picked the strip one on this one just because I wanted to see how the frame would be generated. But originally I just did one without a frame like that. And obviously you need cyan, magenta, yellow, and white to do that. But when you import it in, you have this little a 3D kind of render of it. And you can crop it here. You can do some different sizes. You can scale. Can you see my whole screen? Yeah, you can scale it here. You can rotate it, a couple different things. You can choose what printer you have here for the printer profile, the width and length here, and even the depth, which is nice. And then under image, you can do some color match, so a little bit of exposure, contrast, highlights and shadows, hue, saturation, temperature. And then for the light box, I think it just changes the color. It's nothing really dramatic there. But the real magic is when you export it out, it runs it through its server and gives you a 3MF file that has all the colors already laid out for you.
Wow.
So that's really cool. I want to try doing some more like tests with like more like vector artwork as opposed to like a full-blown image. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
I might make this into a different project because I think this actually works better with LED strips. So that's actually what I've been looking for. I've been looking at using one of these 5-volt strips here so that I can embed it within the frame and do like this kind of thing. But that'd be a good Valentine's Day project, I think.
Yeah.
So making your own little light box. And it makes the box for you. Oh, I already quit Bamboo, but I had the slicer open with the frame. It has like a little hole for the wire to come out. It has a little bit of a channel for the LED to go into, and it's pretty nice. So I'm gonna try that out in a separate project. But yeah, layering CMYK is a pretty cool idea to make a full color image. Yeah, like I wonder what would happen if you were to just give it this JPEG of your artwork, your Billy, Ruby, Gus LED artwork, and see how that. It probably won't be as clean because this is like perfectly color, you know. But it'd be interesting to see how it looks like with vector art. So that's what I'm working on. 2 different things: colored lithopanes and you know, these things. All of these shapes, I sketched them out in Fusion because it's really easy to do geometric shapes in Fusion, and that I just thought I'd remake them all in Fusion because you know they're all parametric, so I was able to scale them to the right proportion I needed to. So back to this, yeah,
super cool.
Pretty cool. So if folks, we'll just take a quick break here. If folks want to pick up a Circuit Playground, I think the Express is
I
in
linked
stock.
them.
Yeah,
I got them in there.
Circuit Playground Express is in stock. The Bluefruits are still in production. So those aren't available yet, but hopefully we'll get some more in stock.
I think JP had them on the show. That's probably why.
Oh yeah, we sold them all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But yeah, the this to me is almost like the Circuit Playground Classic because it's like the classic. Yeah, still a very sweet board.
Yeah, it has all the sensors built in that you can tap into and have it drive the lights.
You can have it battery powered. It's got the JST connector on it. So you can get 10% off if you want to pick one up. Use our coupon code LIGHTUP and make your own light up project.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing too that I have in the code. The A and B button do the cycling as well.
Right.
So it's the buttons and then the touch pads, the A1 and A2.
That's great. Yeah, so it has a touch sense, cap touch, which you could also break out with cap tape if you wanted to do some fun stuff, or alligator clips.
Hook it into some conductive filament.
IR. You have a microphone on there. You have a switch as well. You can do something with the switch.
Yeah.
Because it's not just like an on-off
switch.
Change
modes that way.
Accelerometer, all that.
A little speaker or a buzzer.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, the Circuit Playground I have inside here is actually a little bit older. I realized the reset button is this nicer button.
Oh yeah. The accelerometer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a temperature one too. There's a temperature sensor.
There's a receiver, a transmitter.
I wanted to add that too,
like if as well.
Yeah,
all bunch of stuff for good.
And I saw the breakdown too on the learn page for it. There's a CPU temperature, and then there's a different temperature.
Yeah, man, Circuit Playground. The last time we used it was in that gem project for when Sonic the movie came out.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's more but now bringing it back with lamps. All right.
No, it's the perfect thing. I mean, like the puck there that MakerWorld sells.
Yeah, it's like that, but with a bunch of sensors on it. Cool. All right, let's check in on Discord and see if there's any comments. Got questions. Good morning, Erickson, DeWester. Good morning. Yep.
A lot of the ones are on like YouTube.
Oh. Yeah. Smikita's saying, yep. Soji, yep, that's a Japanese lamp. It's also called an andon. Andon is another word for traditional Japanese lanterns. Aperture Maker says, great job. Thank you very much. Of course. In IoT, we need to calibrate a sensor before launching it, right?
I believe they are calibrated.
A lot of our sensors are calibrated, ready to go.
Yeah, there's a code that Arduino code that they run through for that, and I think they're also calibrated from the supplier.
Yeah, this is an interesting deal. Have you tried shining a light to do color projections with the stained glass panels? Like, does it actually show the shape of the artwork?
So I tried it real quick. The sun through a window, like when it was in the afternoon, it did not work. So I'm guessing it's too thick. Maybe if it's just 0.2, that might work. Yeah. But I know what you mean. Remember in the old house, like the at certain point of the like near the afternoon, the sun would shine through the door window and you would see like a rainbow color.
That's right. Yeah.
In the living room.
There's special decals. I remember Brandy would get these decals that would make these cool geometric projections. Yeah, that's like special light diffraction. It's almost like what is it called? Those sheets that have like super microscopic patterns in them. Degrading, degraphing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I forgot. But there's these special. Yeah.
I wonder if those PEY plates that have the holographic stuff. I wonder if that would help it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. These panels work better as just like diffusers and not like projectors, like kind of thing.
This might be maybe it would work with PET G.
Yeah.
You have to do that as a
it doesn't show anything.
Diffraction grading.
Like blob. It's just a blob. Yeah.
Now I want to try the EY plate.
Yeah.
There's just so many different textures to choose from. I couldn't settle on one.
Right. Yeah. Cool. All right. I think that's all the comments.
I'll try that out.
If you missed it, sorry. But yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting if we had an IoT circuit playground. That would be interesting. Like an ESP32 circuit playground. Whippersnapper. That'd be cool. Yeah. Maybe it's on the list.
Just needs Wi-Fi.
Yep. Yeah, diffraction grading. Thank you so much, Jim Henderson, coming out with the terms here. Yeah. Diffraction grading is the word I was looking for.
Yeah, when we did the test with that, I forget what the project was. It was just testing the film, right? When we had to attach it to a build plate. Now that it's just included in, they have beds that have it in.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of folks are doing that. So manufacturers are like, ooh, let's do that and sell it. Very good. Okay. Are we ready for a time lapse? I think we are.
Jump in here. This week's community makes for Timelapse Tuesday is a fidget heart for Valentines. Wanted to find something that was not a flower or not like what we typically print for.
It was a rose. Yeah.
A rose. I mean, we just did that last week.
Yeah.
This one popped up on printables. It looked pretty cool. It's a little fidget in the shape of a heart. Got
all print place mechanisms, which is super cool. So you have like some springs,
gyro thing,
like a gyroid thing.
I thought it would like play a song. Like remember we did the Mario.
Oh right, yeah.
One, so I thought it would play a song. It doesn't.
Yeah. Very fidgety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great example though of all the different print and place mechanisms in a nice package, a little heart.
Yeah, it could be used as a tolerance tester.
For sure, yeah.
Make sure
I'm impressed that you did it with this filament because normally this filament's not that best.
No, this one's good.
This one's good.
Dude, I threw away all the filament. Oh my god, yeah. All the old translucent ones that kept getting stuck in my AMS. I was like, all right, I'm done. I like ordered all brand new filament, threw away like freaking 6 rolls. I was like, man, this sucks because having to go through the PTF tube while things are printing with like limited space and like having to worry about that, the other printer, the kids bugging, Rufio jumping on me like play with me. I'm like
oh my gosh,
freaking getting driven nuts, man.
So no problems with this print. This is straight out of the printer.
It came out beautiful. I used the smooth sheet, so it stuck on there super well.
And it's
not a patterns on here.
It's just regular PLA with a little bit of additive for the silk.
Tricolor silk.
Yeah, tricolor. Yeah. What's the manufacturer? Do you remember?
I don't.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I can run to the.
It's in the
video. I have
video.
it listed as Polymaker, but I don't think it's Polymaker.
Right. It's in the video, isn't it?
Graph something. No, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
I forgot to change it. I have all the other settings correct.
Sorry, I keep switching my thing.
Yeah. Want me to run?
Nah, it's fine.
Real quick?
Unless anyone asks. I don't think.
It's really good. I can remember it.
Yeah, I think it's like graphics or something. Yeah.
It is a no-name one. I'm not going to remember the name of. I don't. I hope they still make it.
3D Hojor.
Hold your
Joys and more.
Joys and more.
Yeah.
Do they even still have this one?
I don't know.
But
I feel
it
like
is
it's
3 colors.
a white label. Places like Matter
Yeah.
Hackers just
maybe. I mean, it has
name
the
on it.
cardboard spool 3D holder. It's 3 colors, so it's
Holder.
purple, red, and gold.
Right.
Tell there.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah. We used it a bit before.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm surprised that it doesn't come out stringy. It's silk. Even more surprising that it didn't crumble into pieces. But yeah, there's the one. I think
did you have to 3D print a ring to fit in your AMS?
Yep. So here's the adapter for that.
Okay. And it's cardboard, so that's good. I like cardboard spools.
Silk.
That's all I have now is cardboard spools.
I know. Some of the plastic ones do not fit inside the AMS. It's like, oh man, are you kidding?
Yeah. Some of the cardboard ones don't fit.
And I ordered a pack of the Pet G. It was like 4 colors, right? And then when they arrived, it was the Temu furniture effect where it's like, oh my god, they're tiny little spools.
Oh no.
I can't put this in the AMS.
No. You can do adapters.
Videos.
Yeah, I've seen those.
They
videos.
order furniture and it arrives and it's like this tiny little.
It's a dollhouse furniture sofa. What was
that's what happened to me with that.
Not great.
It's like, well, I guess I could use it on the cruelties, you know.
No, you can print an adapter if you wanted to. Back to the heart, though.
About that. I should.
Yeah. So the heart is on printables. It's uploaded by Printables user Stitch King, and they have it here as a free download. If folks want to check it out.
Oh yeah, I did use real butter lubrication.
Okay.
For all the little things that move on here.
Yeah, all prints in place. I think this is the bottom layer. This is the top layer. Yeah. It's actually flipped reverse.
Yep.
Pretty cool. All right. So check it out. It's got a couple makes here from people.
Yeah, it colors very well.
I'd like to see a big
satisfying click.
Big one.
Even in the hand.
Yeah.
You do a little clicky thingy.
It prints in less than 55 minutes.
Yeah, to increase the intervalometer time so there's more than a couple of frames for the time lapse. It was that fast. I usually have to do it like every minute. I had to do it every 15 seconds.
Oh yeah.
For the time lapse.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, it looks really good with that triple color filament.
All right.
Nice Fidget for
color delay. There you go.
Yeah, for Valentine's, I didn't get any. I got all stationary stuff as Valentine's because that's what she uses a bunch.
Oh yeah.
Do you get it on your feed all the Japanese stationery?
No.
You get any of those?
I will now.
Bro, there is some crazy, awesome, innovative pens and pads and
my partner has a slew of washi tape, and it's like, I don't think.
Oh, dude, there's so much.
Tape. Oh, I know. We have a whole furniture
like the Japanese ones
full of. Oh, they're all Japanese. Yeah.
Oh my God.
All the washi tape for days.
They just had like this giant Japanese stationery show, so I'm getting like here's all the top winners from the 2025 show. Yeah. It's like what? So I got a bunch of the Japanese type, like pads and the fountain pens and
origami paper.
Dang, these little desktop cleaner. It looks like a little car that sweeps up all the.
Oh, that's too cute.
No, it is. It's super cute and then super useful. I got myself one.
Very nice. All right, folks. Don't forget, if you want to pick up something in the Adafruit shop, the coupon code for today is light up. It'll get you 10% off your orders. Please use the coupon code. All right, that's all the stuff we got. We're at the 1 hour mark. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We have show and tell tonight. So if folks want to come on by the Adafruit show and tell, it starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come on by the Adafruit Discord server where I think PT will post in the link so folks can join. Last week, they had a little bit of a childcare emergency. Everything's fine now, but Liz came in and filled in for their hosting duties. But hopefully everything goes on as scheduled, and we'll have Lamar and Phil hosting tonight's show and tell. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Tomorrow is Thursday, so you can tune into JP's workshop where he's gonna build something fun. He's doing a lot of synth stuff.
Yeah.
And then Fridays is deep dives with Scott Shawcroft. And then Saturdays is a deep dive with Tim on Tim Time. Yeah, I need to update these. I keep saying that. Let's see what else. Do we have any other things going on that I need to talk about?
Just prototyping stuff. A couple tools came in. The super fine glass filing tools, super cool. Want to try that out. The sculpt coat stuff came in, so I'll try that.
Yeah.
I would have tried it by now, but it says right on there, big old warning, use a respirator when using.
Oh yeah, of course, right?
It's like, oh man, I got to do this outside now.
Yeah.
Or in the garage. Time.
Yeah.
We'll test that out. What else?
All right. That's it. So next week, you'll have your video, and that gives me some time to work on this one.
Yeah. I'll get the parts and all that. And the next thing is getting Claude to do like the code breakdowns.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I have time to work with Claude too, to add some features and get my my agent to figure out all the right stuff.
The first thing I would do is point it to that GitHub that Lamar linked in the guide to the amp.
Yeah.
Have that be the first thing, so it knows right off the bat exactly how.
Yeah, the formatting.
The formatting.
Cool. All right, folks. That's gonna
do it for public if anybody wants to look at it.
Tim posted. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll talk about it next week. We're out of time.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Thanks everybody so much. We'll see you next week. But until then, remember to make a great day.
Bye,
everybody.